Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Ghost Layers Report. I'm with you as always, Ryan. Today I'm in the streets of Tokyo at the moment, in Takadanobaba, an area here in Tokyo, Japan. Rather muggy, rather hot today, but that's just fine. There's other things we need to talk about, right? So, after months and months and months and months of begging and pleading, and requesting and flat out demanding, Prime Minister of Japan this past Wednesday finally agreed to have a meeting with anti-nuclear protesters. Now, PM Noda, Prime Minister Noda met face-to-face on August 22nd for the first time after over 5 months of protesting. Representative from the anti-nuclear movement asked Noda to reverse his decision to restart the oil reactors, which have been up and running for a bit now, and to end nuclear power in Japan completely, 0%. Alright? Now, one of the lead protesters, someone I've actually seen on the street at some of the protests, Misao Red Wolf, told the Prime Minister, people keep coming to our weekly rallies because anger is ballooning as you restarted reactor despite the fact that Fukushima disaster has not been resolved yet. Very strong language, very direct, no holds barred there from Miss Red Wolf. Some of the other protesters who were at the meeting said that Japan is surviving this oppressively hot summer with just 2 reactors online, proof that the resource-rich country can do without nuclear power. I can attest to that right now in this video that we're recording. It's very hot, very muggy. All the lights are still on, and none of us are really struggling. So there's evidence of that. Yeah, they talk about how we need the power so much, but we have almost no nuclear reactors up and running in Japan, and we're just fine. The lights are on. We're not having any rolling blackouts, anything like that at all. So that's totally correct. There is evidence there. Another protester said that we will never give up until all nuclear reactors are stopped. So that was a more of an emotional response to Noda to get him to listen. Now, Noda's response was quite reserved, something I've heard him say before. He responded to the protesters by saying that his government was considering its energy policy with a view to phase out nuclear power in the mid to long term. So it's very non-committal, basically saying, yeah, we're thinking about it. I've heard a lot of politicians in my life so far say the exact same thing. We're thinking about it. Which means, what I've seen usually, they do pretty much exactly what you don't want them to do in that situation. So, now at least, Noda cannot use any excuse like he doesn't know what the people of Japan want. He's heard it directly from the people. He's sat down, he is at a meeting. So it's kind of impossible at this point for him to say he doesn't know or to go against the will of the people here, because people have spoken to him. They've told him. You know, he can hide from the protest. He can refuse to speak to media. He can control the media. But now he cannot say he doesn't know what people here in this country want. So that's a good sign. Now, the reason he had a meeting with these protesters in the first place was for obvious reasons. Election season's coming up. And there's a very high possibility that his party, the Democratic Party of Japan, is going to get the boot. And you're going to see a new party come in and form a new government. So he's desperately trying to get support from the people. So he's meeting with anti-nuclear protesters, trying to give the appearance that he's listening, he cares, and he's going to do something for people. He's being a politician. So, is he going to actually listen and start to move things forward? That remains to be seen. But now, we know, and he knows. In fact, everybody knows. So there's no way he can say he's not aware of what people are thinking and what the people that elect his government and elect him want. Alright? So we just wanted to get that information out really quickly. I do want to make you aware that I'm using Social Cam today. I do want to promote that app again. It's a great little feature. If you have an iPhone or several other smartphones have it as well, I suggest you pick it up. It allows you to do video on the fly. It's really good. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. You'll get protest videos, you get commentary, you get news, all based on what's going on here in Japan. And I'm right here in the heart of it here in Tokyo. So I hope you spread this video around, get this information out, get a little discussion started. Now the way I got some of the quotes and everything was off of a news article, but from mysenchu.com. When I get home later today, I'll be able to put that in the reference in the description box below, so you can check that out for yourself. Okay? So until next time, this is me, Ryan, here in Tokyo, Japan. Checking out.